beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Black 22. 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that horse. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Off 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Ready? Black 56. Check 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
First down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black 25 behind. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Follow. 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
They do not.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Stiff-armed him. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Teddy, blue lady. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come flip it, flip it, flip it. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there. Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Gun. Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Niners 7, Buccaneers 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Now Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check Mike 54. Got up. 57.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Buying time to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive with Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 37-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 63 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Arik Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing. Winston. And he's got room. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gould with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. Under crush. Let's go.
They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 3-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's go. Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. Sit hot.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check 45, come on. Man, I got you. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, alert!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
45 the mic. Got to do better.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 28, Buccaneers 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, as the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
45 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 45. Mike, 45.
11.
Here I come.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. It's caught by Bryant. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This is fielded at the 27. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
21.
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
54.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 45 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more.
So we are at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Good track.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
21. Stay hot. Stay hot.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Short.
Jameis to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check your hot read.
11, man.
On on second down. It's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! White.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. No.
Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Ricky. Watch out.
21.
Garoppolo now. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught out left by Perriman. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Forced out to his left.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
13. Under 10.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. White. Jim.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Taking it right down Broadway. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Check. Lucky.
They run again with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Winston. And he's going to go down again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Winston. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 43 yards. Off the play fake. Winston. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
56 is Donnie. 56 is the mic.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike, zoom.
Now Winston going up top for Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Here we go, here we go. Kill.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here again is McKinnon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check the backer.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Winston now. And that'll be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
11.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Now watch one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
I got you.